Welcome to the OSC Masters Cup number 127. In the bottom left-hand corner, as the green Zerg, it's Clan 3D's B. And in the top right corner, as the blue Zerg, it's Elazer. So, this is a round of 24 tournament. However, almost every match got walked over in the first round, unfortunately. So we're here in the round of 16 with our first cast for you today. It's my honor and pleasure to be here as your caster, Renegade. And it looks like we're going to have a hatch first from both players. Eternal Empire is it's a little bit of a spicy ZVZ map. So both players are very likely going to try to take a third here. Around the 240-ish mark. And there's a very high likelihood one of the players is going to launch an all-out assault with Ling Bane on the opponent's third, while the other is the defender. However, there's also a chance that they play a gentleman's game, get their roach wall up and go from there, take it to the mid game. Remains to be seen what's going to happen. It's just that the rush distance is so long on this map if you want to go roaches. You know, we've been on Eternal Empire for a while now, a few months. Tree. There's a lot of high ground areas where if you get into the mid game, get into the, late game, you can hold this with Bile for days, man. It's hard to get high ground vision up these ramps. There's a lot of tough corners, and it just gives the defender like a pretty big advantage in those roach wars. Ling Bane a little bit more volatile. You can use the open spaces to your advantage. Elazer gonna tap into B's third. We're getting pushed back. Oh my god, the control. Elazer wins the even fight. Ling speed finished up here for the blue Zerg as well. And this is what I was talking about. Here come more and more Lings from Elazer. He will have an earlier Baneling nest, but Elazer's already gotten quite a bit of damage done on this hatchery. $16 more Lings in production for Elazer. B's just going to take his small handful of Lings, poke out, and morph some Banelings behind this. Oh, these two Banelings going off on 6 Banelings could be huge, but he has decent control. He's going to prevent that from happening. However, Elazer using his Banes like a battering ram, forcing away B. B, using this time to get up a Roach Warren, get up an Evo Chamber behind this Elazer. Going to have the quicker Roach Warren. B sneaks in a link for a scout. Sees the lair start up, so B's gonna have a quicker lair, which should translate into quicker roach speed, which will give Elazer a little bit more utility to crash, or will give B a little bit more utility to crash into Elazer once he starts pumping out these roaches. Both players taking a fourth. Like I mentioned at the start of the map, you know, they're going to be wary of going for this all-out roach attack on this map because of the large rush distance, because of all the high grounds, and because of all the tough corners that they could get caught out in by their opponent. Ooh, this single ling of of Elazer doing unchecked damage to B's economy. However, Elazer is losing the main roach war on his side of the map. B streaming reinforcements forward. On paper, Elazer should have been able to hold this, but he just got overwhelmed. Oh man. B's launching a Nidus. Elazer has Muta in the air. But the question is, can he buy enough time for them to pump out damage? I don't think there's enough. I think B's just going to stutter step in. Yeah, there's just too much with the queens. This is over. GG. B takes game number. In the bottom left corner of Everdream, it's the blue Zerg, Elazer. And in the top right corner, as the green Zerg, it's B. Elazer attempting to transition into Muta in game number 1, giving him just too few roaches to defend against B's push. B using a Nidus to transport his queens to the front and shut down the Mutalisk. Elazer. B this time going for a gas pool. Well, his opponent opens hatch first. And this is going to be a brutal 13-12. There's the Lings. Okay, so B's going to make 4 Lings, bank the gas for a Baneling Nest, and then continue to pump out more and more and more Zerglings. Elazer is going to need to pull half his drone line, about 6 drones, And get out some lings instantly. The second he sees this, he needs to start banking larva and getting out zerglings. Okay, Elazer didn't see it before, he sees it now. He's gonna get 2 defensive zerglings, 2 queens, and a spine. The spine is not gonna be operational in time to do anything against the banelings. Elazer needs to buy time. One great baneling connection at the bottom of the ramp. B gets us around on the spine. B gets us around on the queen. This is going to be a very difficult hold here for Elazer if he wants to stay in this game. Another great hit from B. And another one. Alright, so B has done enough damage. He can either sustain the attack or up his economy. He's not even bothered. GG! B takes the series 2-0 against Elazer.